Okay, looks like we are now live. So as you may or may not know, I know I've talked about this. I always meditate before the meditation to find out from source what I should meditate about. And tonight, when I did that meditation, I got a message, ask ChatGPT. Okay, that's weird. Why would I ask a computer program? But that was my instructions, and I've learned not to argue anymore because I always lose the argument. So I asked ChatGPT what I should meditate on, and it gave me 12 things, and they're pretty cool. And I thought, well, I'm going to combine some of them. So, it talked about the one that stood out the most was a loving kindness meditation. And boy, do we need that right now. I'm on the HOA board again, and there's just some people that when things aren't right, they just get nasty and they think it's okay to be nasty to others. And on next door, people are complaining about the way people are driving. And I know there's a lot of really stressed out people because things are collapsing. And if you're awake, you know what's going on. And it's kind of weird. I mean, I'm not scared because I'm not worried about it, but I know a lot of people are scared, concerned. They don't know what to do. They don't know where the next meal's coming from. There's hundreds of thousands of homeless now, so they won't even see this because they don't have a computer, obviously. So let's combine this. I thought, how do we do this? Well, option number 5 was visualization. Okay. Chakra meditation. Well, I like to clear the chakras before I do anything, so that's a good idea. And the first one was breath awareness. Well, that's always a good idea. And then they had mantra meditation, but I like to do mantra meditation when I'm either alone or if I'm a group and we all do the mantra together. But you don't want to sit there listening to me sing a mantra. Or I could play music, but then I would get a hit on my channel because it's all copyrighted. So that's out. It said intention setting. So we're going to set the intention of being loving and kind and sending out that love to everyone. And it had nature meditation, and I like visualizing nature and going out in nature. So we're going to do that tonight. There's empty the mind. Well, that a lot of people say you have to empty your mind, but guess what? You empty the mind, you're dead. I mean, you're always going to have thoughts, so it's not going to be empty. The idea is not to follow the thoughts. So there's a space between the thoughts and the information from your higher self, your source, the divine, God, whatever you want to call it, comes in through the spaces. That's why you're supposed to talk less and listen more. And then, of course, number 12, I don't know why it's number 12, is forgiveness, because to me, you can't, because gratitude is number 2, but guess what? You can't live in gratitude if you haven't forgiven. So to me, number 12 should be number 1, forgiveness and gratitude. And now you can send out love. So we're going to go on a little walk today, a nature walk into what I call my secret garden. So I'm going to take you to a secret garden. It'll be your secret garden because you can return there anytime you want. So we're going to kind of combine it. So it was a neat idea from source to contact ChatGPT. So obviously ChatGPT got that from all the websites and everything from all the really smart people out there who post things. So thank you, all of you who posted websites with all that information on meditation. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So, I forgot to record. Okay, now we're recording. I'll have to paste on the front of it from the cloud. So let's do a share screen. We'll share this guy. And then we'll do a share sound. This Zoom, everything hides even when you're still trying to use it. Okay, and then we want to make it stereo. There we go. So let me move my water so that I can get my speaker over here. And so as you know, I have binaural beats music, so we'll just turn that on now. And if you have a headset, it sounds better and it helps balance out your mind, your brain. You can use your speakers. If you have stereo speakers, put them on either side. I have stereo speakers on my computer. And if you don't, that's okay. It'll still work. And as always, you can sit, stand, walk, or lay down. So if you decide to lay down, put something under your knees and your neck to protect your back. If you're going to walk, make sure it's a clear space and just walk purposely, looking at your feet. And if you're going to stand, it's nice if you can see something alive, like a plant, or look at the trees out the window if you have trees out your window. Try to find something living to look at, especially green. But we're going to be closing our eyes, so it might be difficult to do a visualization while you're walking. Depends on how clear your space is and how good you are at walking with your eyes closed. So that might not be a good option tonight. I didn't think of that till just now. Oh well. And of course, if you sit, you want to pull your angel wings back, your scapulas, pull them back and down, because that straightens out your back. You want your legs hip width apart, feet flat on the floor. And I think whatever mudra works for you, you can do it palms down, palms up, or the typical one. Unless you have an extra intention and you're trying to manifest something, then use the first two fingers and your thumb. That's the mudra for manifestation. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my video, and we'll make this a little bit bigger. And we'll I think we'll leave the music, well, I'll turn the music up a little bit louder. It's kind of soft. Okay, so just begin to relax. And relax your feet and hands, toes and fingers, and your arms and legs and your body. And allow your mind to just relax and go into a peaceful, restful, calm place. And in your mind's eye, visualize that you're walking down a path. There's trees and grass, there's a blue sky and beautiful white clouds. And this is anywhere that you like. It can be in the mountains or a valley, near the ocean or a lake, whatever it is that relaxes and calms you the most. And we're just going to walk along this path very slowly, very purposefully. And as we do with each step, more and more worries and cares just fall away. They're not needed, they're not important. And we just allow them fall off as we walk along this path. And we've never been here before, so we don't know where we're going. But we know that it's safe and we're protected. And up ahead, we see this huge hedge. It must be 20 feet tall, beautiful green leaves. And as we get closer to this hedge, a door opens and the hedge opens and there's a wall, and the door to the wall opens as well. And it's very inviting. We can see all these flowers and trees inside. This is our secret garden. And you are the only one with the key to your garden. So you are safe here because this is your garden. And it's hidden from the world and protected by a strong wall. So you walk past the hedge, through the door, the gate in the wall, and they close behind you so that you're now completely within and completely safe. And as you walk along the path in the garden, you notice these beautiful colored flowers. You notice the smell of the flowers. You notice the peacefulness. There's only a slight breeze, And it's just carrying the aroma of flowers, relaxing you, calming you. You notice the red flowers, and they heal and balance your first chakra and ground you. And you walk further, and there are orange flowers, and it heals your second chakra, and it opens up your creativity and love of the world. And now you feel in love with yourself and calm and very creative, and your visualization is now even stronger. I hope you didn't hear my dog. Someone was outside. So if you do hear anything, just allow it to relax you even further. And now we notice these yellow flowers. And this is our third chakra. And that's where we get our wisdom, our sense of who we are in the world. Some people say it houses our soul, but I don't agree with that. Our soul is housed in different places depending on who we are. So if you believe that houses your soul, fine, and if you don't, that's okay too. And as we walk further, we walk past these beautiful evergreen trees. Their green leaves heal our fourth chakra and heart. And as our heart heals, we feel joy, because joy is the feeling of the heart. And we walk even further, and we see these beautiful bright blue flowers. And that heals our ability to hear what we need to hear from our soul, and heals our ability to speak our truth. It heals our fifth chakra. The fifth chakra is the fifth initiation. There's initiations we go through spiritually, and they took away the fifth element from Western culture. They say there's only 4, because the fifth element represents God, believe it or not, because that's how we hear God and how we speak to God, or divine, or source, or whatever you want to call it. And we keep walking, and we get to our 6th chakra, which is an indigo color. It's kind of a purpley dark blue. And we see these beautiful indigo flowers, and their fragrance fills the air, and it's so calming. This opens our third eye, and we're able to visualize even better than we could before. And even if your third eye isn't open, you just know it. You can feel it. You can smell it. You can sense where we are. You just know it, even if you can't see it. And as we walk further, we see these unbelievable purple violet flowers. The 7th ray that Saint Germain speaks of. And this energy comes into our 7th chakras. And it's through our 7th chakra that we communicate directly with Source and our higher self. So it comes in through our 7th chakra, is enhanced by the 6th chakra, goes to the 5th chakra, which processes the 6th and 7th, and gives it to the heart. And our heart balances this information and energy with our lower chakras to bring it into the 3rd dimension where we live currently. So you are now completely balanced and aligned, and your chakras are now open for receiving whatever messages need to come through for you at this time. And up ahead you see a lake, and by the lake there is this huge stone, and it has a flat spot on top. So we go over and climb up on top of the stone, and we watch the lake, and there's a waterfall, And as the water comes down, it creates this foamy white. And this foamy white creates a haze that fills us with divine white light, the crystalline light of Source, healing us and calming us even more. And we notice our body, and we notice all the pain just goes away. Our physical pain, our emotional pain, our mental pain, our spiritual pain are now gone. And we can now be one with Source. And we, in this state, forgive any and all who have ever hurt us in any timeline, in any dimension, in any density, in any lifetime. We forgive them completely and totally. And we ask forgiveness for any that we may have harmed, intentionally, unintentionally, even those we've hurt unknowingly. We humbly ask for their forgiveness. And we in turn forgive ourselves, for we are all one. And we do not live with guilt, we live with love. We live with unconditional love, which we now have, and we send out to all of our loved ones and friends, all of our family, everyone we know. And when we have sent that love to everyone, we send it to all living beings on the earth, and to Mother Earth, and to our Father, whoever that is for you. And we notice our breath, and we breathe slowly, deeply, making the inhale equal to the slow exhale, calming us, slowing down our breath, slowing down our heart, lowering our blood pressure if it's too high, healing every organ in the body. We started with the heart, who is the emperor of the body. And next we heal the liver. It's the general that controls it all. And we heal the stomach and spleen of the earth. And we heal the lungs and large intestines of the air. And we heal the small intestines that are part of the heart. And we heal the kidneys and the urinary bladder that erases all fear and manages our water, our blood pressure, our brain, our bones. Our kidneys are so important. That's why we have two. So we bless them and love them. And finally, we bless our gallbladder, which is a very unique organ in the body. It's a yang organ, but it's not an organ. And it's a yang organ, but it doesn't exit the outer world directly. So it's just this extra organ that we have that's very important. And if you've lost that organ, it's okay. Your liver now performs that function for you. And as we let go of all aspects of our body, we move on to our emotions. What emotions have you had to let go of lately? Did you let go of them completely? Sometimes they're stored in the body. Just by your intention now, release them from your body. Yes, they are no longer needed. We now fill those spaces with unconditional love that flows into us from Source. There is an unlimited source amount of unconditional love in our universe. We only have to ask for it to come in. And as our cup overflows, we're then able to send the excess out to those around us and all of humanity and to the earth and all who live here. And if you're up to it, everyone in the galaxy, everyone in our solar system, and then the galaxy, and then you want to the universe and whatever is outside of this universe. And now we're going to just listen to the vibration that we have created, sending out that love. What comes back from Source? Do we hear anything? Do we feel anything? Do we see anything? Do we sense anything? Do we know anything? All of these are possibilities. Just notice which is it you get. Do you get more than one, 2, 3? Do you get them all? And just be one with it in this feeling of love as we vibrate this out to the earth. Okay. Now we're going to begin back home. So we get down off of the rock and walk out of the water mist that we've been in. Walk past the violet flowers and the indigo flowers and the light blue flowers. We walk past the trees, past the yellow, the orange, and the red. And the gate in the wall opens once more, and the hedge moves apart. And we walk out and down the path. And now we begin to slowly come back into the room, moving our toes. And I'm just going to do a stop share now. And whatever came up for you, write it in your journal very quickly so you don't forget. Always have a journal nearby when you meditate so you can write down whatever came up for you. And if you need to ground again, just go ahead and have a sip of water. That's the quickest way to ground. We hope you enjoyed the summit. If you were at the summit 2 weeks ago, it was pretty awesome. I now have all the speakers edited, and I'll be loading them into the Dancing Bear Enlightenment Academy app. They installed a new version, and I noticed all the images are screwed up and the links don't work, so I have a lot of work to do, but it will be in the directory. So if you're a VIP from the summit, and you can always become a VIP, it's not too late. The website and the free gifts are still available. The free gifts are there just for registering. And it's holistictransformationsummit.com. The link is down below. That'll be up until October 30th, so you can still register and get those free gifts. You won't be able to view the summit unless you become a VIP, and that's now $97. You missed the pre-summit sale, but it was pretty awesome, and the gratitude circle at the end was so powerful. VIPs who couldn't attend and watched it later said even though they weren't there at the time, they could feel the energy and it was powerful. So I'm actually going to release that as a tickler for if you want to watch the summit again later. We had 10 really awesome, incredible speakers. One of them did a group healing, energy healing. One of them did a coaching session, and other people wanted coaching. She went on for another hour coaching people live. And since it's an awesome testament for how incredible she is as a coach, I included that coaching because those people stepped forward. Everybody was in Zoom, and I told people if they didn't want their picture on Zoom, they didn't have to show who they were, and these people all did. So, and it was live on YouTube, but the first day we had over 100 people watching. About 30, more than 30 were on YouTube, and almost 80 were actually in Zoom. So it was pretty awesome. Every day of a summit, the number of people go down. It just happens. And so we'd lose about 20 people a day. So in my mind, it was very successful. Of course, now I'm teaching the essential oils class and how to use essential oils and aromatherapy for personal healing and keeping your environment clean and personal care. And I think it's next week, the Om for Success program starts, and that is free. So if you go to omforsuccess.com, you can register for free. It has 3 parts. The first part is a 30-day meditation intensive, and it's only going to be about 15 minutes a day. Some days it may only be 10. It's not a lot, but it takes time to get you set up, get you meditating, do it every day, and know there's different kinds of meditations. So you're going to learn different meditation styles so that you know more than one kind, so you can use what's appropriate for your needs at the time, because each meditation style has a specific use and purpose. Then there's a workshop about an hour and a half, and that's free also once you finish the 30 days. And once you do the workshop, you get my 6-week masterclass, which I've been teaching for decades, and I'm now giving it away free. There's no upsell. I know a lot of people say, oh, I've got a masterclass, and half of the class is them telling you about something they want you to buy. That's not, no, this is a 6-week masterclass, and it's all content, okay? I do have a program after that. So if you go through all 3 stages, all 3 parts of Om for Success, you get a half hour with me, and we can decide if moving forward is right for you and your needs. And because I keep those classes small, and there will be retreats that you can add on to the class. So to keep the master program, follow-up program, as inexpensive as possible, I'm working on getting CEUs. So if you're a professional, you can get continuing education credit. And then for those people that want to, we're going to have a retreat near Sedona, Arizona. And so far, I have several people who already know how to meditate, who are going through Om for Success just so they can get into the advanced program and do the Sedona retreat. Because I only do 6 to 10 people on my retreats, because it's so personalized, and we do a lot of regression work and remote viewing and all kinds of stuff. And it's just me. I mean, maybe someday if I have a lot of coaches that can help me, we could do more. But for now, it's going to be small. I'll get an Airbnb, and we'll all be together as one, learning together, learning off of each other, from each other. Okay, so thank you for joining us tonight. And on Monday, let's see here. I should have opened this. Monday, we have a guest speaker on our Monday podcast at 11. And that person is, oh, there's the dates. Dr. Kenzie Rhodes. Oh, you're going to love her. She's on the East Coast at New York, as I recall. Very interesting lady, a lot of fun to talk to. And she has this healing program that is unreal. So you're going to enjoy her. And on October 30th, you're going to get me. I thought, it's the day before Halloween. I'm going to do that one. And then, of course, next week, Thursday, I'll be back here again with another meditation. So if you have any meditation requests, you know how to get hold of me. You can just post it down below, or email me, or whatever, or go to one of my websites. They all have a way to contact me. So thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate your being here. And remember to be the light you want to see in the world.